Starting out here with just a couple of shots of the yard before the project began, just to give you an idea of the lawn and where we were at. So here we are on the skid steer. This was a rental from a local dealer, and figured I would just kind of use this to dig up the grass rather than a sod cutter and cutting it and hauling it. Little cameo there of the dog. So what happened, it went pretty well overall. What we see though is with the clay soil, it was really hard to kind of get a level cut of the dirt. So I ended up, kind of seemed like there was two modes. You're either scraping the top or you're digging down. So I'm sure a more experienced operator could probably do a much cleaner job, but for just a professional homeowner, I did the best I could. So what I ended up with was quite a bit of unlevel cuts into the backyard. But overall, basically what happened with the project is I have a rototiller now, and I'm just tilling out to smooth things out and kind of get a level. But here's just kind of the process going in and out of the backyard through the side yard gate. I think that the width on this ditch witch was about 48 inches, and I think that gate was about 54, I think. So it's enough clearance to get through there. You can see kind of some of the bigger chunks there where I've dug in. So it was kind of this ongoing battle I had throughout the whole process of trying not to dig too deep, but getting enough to pull the sod out. So what I learned too with the tiller is if you're going to go through this process, that getting the grass actually off the surface is key to the rototilling. It really just clogs up the tiller and really makes the clay stick together. So if you're planning on doing this kind of project, try to at least scrape the top of the sod and get through that root layer if you can. So a lot of just back and forth, probably, I don't know, 50, 60 trips per bucket. I had two of these dumpsters rented. One is in the street there, the other one's in the driveway. With the weight of the clay soil, I was told I could only maybe fill this about approximately 1/4 to 1/3 or up to 1/2 full. So I did get two of these 20-yard containers. Probably got pretty close to about half full on each of them. The second one, I had to get a street permit for that one in the street. The other one's in the driveway. Unfortunately, the way these come off the truck, the opening on the one in the driveway was facing the garage. So you'll see at one of the clips at the end here that actually have to bring the skid steer into the garage, turn it around, and then get up the ramp too. And then there's no ramp on these particular dumpsters, so tried going up and over, wasn't possible. So you can see there we built just a dirt ramp from the sod that we pulled out, and then we were able to kind of go up and down. It's a little sketchy going up and down, the transition. I try to just keep the bucket down and lean forward, and but that kind of shift when it drops down right there can be a little spooky. But I got used to it and how to get it done. Here's some pictures after. What I didn't anticipate was how muddy the driveway and street would get, so keep that in mind when you're planning. Here's some just pictures of the buckets full, and then the aftermath here of the backyard once completed. And then I think there's a final picture of kind of mid-tilling here where I'm kind of smoothing things out. So, and there, shout out to the cameraman for all the great shots.